Guys, this is how Jose thinks is acceptable to get online. You see this?
There you go.
So he was just asking me, what am I going to talk about today? I don't know. But I did think about a term. First of all, let's rewind. We had our launch day. It was very stressful. Jose, did you feel the tension in my office?
Absolutely.
You felt it?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was intense.
Yeah, it was really,
A lot.
I always find myself like stepping out and going for a walk, like the tension is at an all-time high. There's a lot of pressure. And guys, I have been doing drops for 3 years. And honestly, there's absolutely, maybe we should take this outside. I don't know if there's an echo, but guys, there's absolutely no reason why I should be nervous. In a rational, logical, hi friend.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. That's my friend. Okay, let's talk about factual, right? So there's absolutely no reason why I should be stressed. I like to call it nerves, or feel nervous, or feel like things are gonna go bad. So in today's talk, I'm gonna kind of dissect those emotions because we all feel them, whether we're getting ready to go into a interview, a meeting, or we're gonna go meet with friends, we're going on a first time date. There's always this rush of emotions and this state of readiness that we wanna have and evoke our own nerves and this doubtful thinking. And so basically today, I'm gonna get outside, so in case anyone comes, I'm not getting them in a video involuntarily, but basically, we're talking about the facts. I've been working every single day. Since 13, I don't stop working. So whether things go out how I predicted or not, I did my best, and that truly is enough. So at this point where I have literally invested, designed, and built all this from the ground up, you would think that, you know, at a launch time, I got it. Walk in the park for me, I've done it many times, but no, the same emotions come. And what does that teach us? It teaches us that when you have the need to achieve and when you are doing something that you care about, the nerves will always be there. Honestly, I like to compare passion, business a lot to like an unconditional love, because I didn't go into business for financial reward. I went into business because, oh, I told you guys. Hurry up, Jose. Hi. So I was saying, I didn't go into business for financial rewards. And that doesn't mean that I didn't need to survive, because I did. I started working at 13 and I took whatever job I can get. I started working at pizzerias, I was managing a lot of restaurants. So I did that for a couple of years, went into PT. I started walking into a direction, sorry about that. I started walking into a direction and paving my way, basically. And so it's not to say that everyone has the freedom to say, oh, I'm gonna go do this, but it's not about money. That's not the message. The message is when you go into a direction that you care about, you're always gonna have nerves, and you have to normalize that. And so today, morning started great. Getting closer to the launch day, I was like, oh my God, like literally butterflies, nerves, the tension's building up, and I could feel it. And I don't like that for people around me. So what do? I always go for a walk and I get out of the environment. Just yesterday, I talked to you guys about changing your environment. Am I spitting facts or am I spitting facts? So I go for a walk instantly. You take yourself out of the environment, and now your body is in a different space with different energy, and I'm able to think differently now. So I come back with fresh energy. And while I'm on that walk, not only is my space different, but now I'm able to like declutter my mind and like consciously, with an heightened awareness, feed myself what I need to hear to get me back in my A game. And that's what we have to do when we're in those high pressure moments. So that's where I'm going to start the conversation today. Launch was great. With being great came all those coupled emotions. I did a lot of try-on hauls. Currently wearing the men's signature tee, very obsessed with this urban look. And yeah, I mean, the response was amazing, outpouring love and support, which is great. And I'm sorry guys, I'm a little distracted. I feel like this lady here is kind of bothered with me. She's been parked for like 5 minutes. I feel so bad. But another thing I want to coin for you guys, a term that I want you to think about, right? There's something that we do. It's called euphoric recall. This happens a lot in toxic relationships. The reason why I touch on toxic relationships so much is because we all have them. And those relationships tend to be the most detrimental and limiting factors in people's life, right? If it's not you limiting you, then it's a relationship that you're stuck in. And so I'm going to, as we get into September in this season, I'm going to talk heavily on the extrapersonal relationships, meaning the relationships we have with other people, because that influences who we are and what we do. And so euphoric recall happens in a lot of relationships, narcissistic relationships, where you have the tendency to say, well, you know what? That wasn't so bad. You will what's the term I'm looking for? You will take an event that was traumatic and you will underplay it. So you'll say, oh, you know what? It wasn't that bad. Meanwhile, it was emotionally traumatic and it had negative effects on you, but you do this euphoric recall and you play it down and you soften that experience. And so if you are gonna have a euphoric recall, do that on an experience like people going to the gym and I don't know, maybe they fell or an embarrassing situation. Go back and say, you know what, that wasn't so bad. Be selective with how your brain works. Outwork the way your mind thinks, right? We all have these tendencies that if we understand what they do and these mechanisms, we can use them in a constructive way. And so for me, when I'm going up against a new challenge or I'm going through something really stressful, I'll go back and say, you know what? You've done this launch before. It's a lot of work, but it wasn't that bad. Maybe it was really stressful, but in this moment right now, I need to tell myself that it wasn't that bad and you got through it. So you're gonna get through it now. This is self-coaching, self-mentorship. Like at the end of the day, you guys are here. Hopefully I'm here to help you with your mindset, with your lifestyle and your habits. But ultimately the goal for us is to become the person that can help ourselves. Right? Because you're with yourself 24/7. You're here with me right now for, I don't know how long this video is going to be, 15, 20 minutes. Perhaps this is all making sense. You're inspired. You're going to go make a change. But what happens when I'm not with you for the remaining hours of the day? That's on you. And so the ultimate goal for every single person is to become the hero in their lives, to become that version of themselves that is accountable, responsible, compassionate, but also, you know, a little rough around the edges. You know, you can't always be so nice to yourself. You have to have those hard conversations and keep that awareness on what's going on in here and combat that. So today could have gone like this, but it went like this because I'm a beast at like my self-talk. And it's taken many, many years of doing the inner work. And that inner work is not that pretty, to be quite honest with you. There's times where I'm like, Heba, you're wrong. Like, you're wrong. You didn't treat that situation right. Growth is not gonna feel good. Emotional maturity is not gonna feel good. You're gonna have to call yourself out and you're gonna have to know when to apologize and how to pick at your own behavior, not just the behavior of other people. And this is something that I've become so much better at as I, venture into business and my brands are growing and I'm hiring more people. Like, I'm pretty sure the mic picked up that car audio, eh? Ooh, it's okay. I needed to put up my hair anyway. But what I was saying is, going into this venture, especially, I've always had leadership in me. My mom used to tell me when I was younger, and I watched like the footage of me when I was, I think I was like 5 years old, and we were picking grapevine leaves from our backyard because we were making Diwali. If you're Arabic, you know the grape leaves, stuffed grape leaves. So we were making that, and I was picking the leaves with my sister, and I was bossing her around. I'm like, oh my God, Mom, like, why was I talking to her like that? She's like, you were always like that. Matter of fact, when I would breastfeed all of your brothers and sisters, nobody gave me a hard time but you. And if I would tell you to go eat a cookie, you wouldn't eat a cookie. If I told you to sit up, you would sit down. She's like, you had your own way and you had no problem like commanding other people. And so I think as I've gotten older, being aware of that, I want to make sure that I'm doing and being a leader the right way. And so especially in business, I'm you know, constantly refining those tools and those skill sets, because it's really important in my life. Maybe in your life, leadership isn't the top tier trait that you need to be really good at. And so while you're introspecting yourself, make sure you're picking out the weaknesses and pick out the things that are affecting the specific area in your life that needs the most attention and support. Damn, I think I gave you guys a long homework list. I'm not gonna dump any more brain juice on you guys, but how long are we in now? I feel like I can keep going.
Like 10, 12 minutes.
10, 12 minutes? Do you think they got more than 10, 12 minutes in their mind?
Maybe.
Ask me a question, go.
What are you most excited about for the next couple weeks?
That's a good question. What am I most excited about in the next couple of weeks? Yeah. YouTube. I love a challenge, and believe it or not, having to do a daily goal like this and finding the time and executing on it, it's very challenging. My life is very busy, chaotic. I don't have a 9 to 5 or a set schedule all the time. My work pulls me in left, right direction. So just keeping my word and executing on these daily videos for the next 30 days is super exciting. And also moving. We've been moving around a lot, and so moving, YouTube, and working on the next phase for Evolved Nation. So I've been working with my online clients one-on-one. I will be having some more spots opening up as we get back into fall, but I hope that we could do the Evolve Challenge by the end of the year, and I will keep posted with that. But that's what I'm most excited for.
Perfect.
Yeah. What are you guys most excited for in the next couple of weeks? If you don't know that answer, take some time to think about it and drop the comment. Maybe in a few weeks, I'll have you go back to this exact video and read what you were most excited about. That's all for day 3. Let me know what you guys want me to cover tomorrow, and I'll see you then.